Hey guys, Maury here. Today we are going to be playing another game. This time around we are playing Demonology. Warning, this game depicts scenery of torture and religious zealotry, some flashing lights. Well, there's your warning there. 6 residents in a remote Scottish village. A witchfinder summoned to sort their truths from lies. On the 5th dawn, a witch must hang. Best you know who by then. Okay, is that us? A game by... I'm sorry, I missed it. Daemonologie. Alright, so already I'm in love with the stylism of the game. Okay. Looks like we have a time. Options help. There was a thing in the beginning that said this is going to be in Old Scots English. And as such, that there may be terms that I might not understand, and in which case I can go to help. And there should be a glossary. Oh, okay. I understand a lot of those, but maybe we'll come across a few I don't. I guess let's start at the church. Old Kirk. Okay, that's already quite the option. Bid ye welcome, witch. Finder. Bid ye welcome, witch finder. God be here. To what reason does our wee village owe the pleasure of this visit? I'm summoned to tend to a wolf in your flock, father. A wolf in my flock, you say? Vexing news indeed. If you may make use of me in your hunt, then pray let it be known. When you will, I am ready. How many reside in this village? There are 6 of us late, though not long past we were 9. The blacksmith's wife sleeps in my garden. Fever took her this winter. The shepherd's husband fled, leaving unpaid debt. The wretch. The ungodly hour by the ring of stains had a gentleman caller, though none have seen him this week past. Okay. I'm gonna cut out with that voice. How long have you served here? 4 and 10 year this often. Okay, so 14 years. Though it feels as 40. Have you spotted anything amiss of late? I hope that you uproot the evil that plagues this land. I've seen that. Not saying that. By the ring of stains, dancing with the black shadows of a night. Ring of stains. I wonder if that's something that I should... Ring of stones, okay. No, that makes sense. Sounds like I should go to the Ring of Stones. My, ye are the charming devil-like. What ails ye, sire? Maiden Lilius, there is naught my herbs and roots cannot cure, taught by my dear mother. Who else resides in this village? Just a handful, my lord. The smith Oswin can craft or repair almost anything you present to him. An old crone bides by the woods, though she has some gay, strange ways about her. Shepherd Violet tended a flock with her husband, but I've not seen myself him of late. I wonder if they're having a row again. Or you're wondering if they're arguing. Shepherd Violet with her husband. Also, Father Useby keeps the church. Seek not salvation for him. His mind has turned to zealotry and worse. Of course, there's sweet Fairnoft by the water's edge. He may look monstrous, but he's a kindly soul. It's a rather direct question, but have you ever communed with Satan? Me, sire? Not I. I wouldn't even know how. Insight. The priest claims he spied you dancing with black shadows at night. I've danced with nay shadows, sir. Since my love has gone missing, I've seen rare reason to be dancing at all. It's strange that Father Useby should be slinking around here at night. Deny, you think? I suppose so. I don't want to do any tortures right off the bat. Alright, well, she mentioned the shepherd and her husband were arguing. So let's go take a look at that. Oh boy. Dead sheep. Talk. Shepherd Violet. Witchfinder. You see the curse that has been laid upon me. That vile blacksmith sent his wolf familiar to slaughter my sheep. I demand retribution. Do you love God? Honestly, the way of things these days, I'm inclined to ask if that prick still loves me. I'll have your respect, or by day's death I'll have thee swinging. All in jest, sire. I'll speak no more of it. What do you do here? What kind of question is that? Did you spy out them sheep as you walked out here? Fair enough. But you were arguing with your husband, no? Alright, so do I just have the one more? So the blacksmith, she made an accusation on there. She claimed that his wolf familiar slaughtered her sheep. That's a lot of cages for a blacksmith. Blacksmith Oswin. Oh there, Witchfinder. Good morrow, Smithy. Aye, it was me that sent for you. The damned shepherd has cursed my jaw to fall loose, though I strapped and welded it back on. Make sure to give that cursing witch the short drop. You welded your jaw back on? Aye, look what she has done to me. There is no doubt this is witchcrafty. What do you do here? A wee bit of this and a wee bit of that. Mostly who's some plough repairs. There's scarce demand for cudgels and bucklers around these parts. Who else is in town? You mean besides that blasted shepherd? Well, there's the old priest, Father Usby, in Yon Church. Then there's that fishing fella, hangs by Bothwell's Bridge. He's alright, like. And that saucy wee bit out by the ferry circle. Can they forget about that doolally old crone bides by the wood and all? Okay. He's making a crucifix. Oh. Okay, is that a dream I'm having then? That's ominous. Okay, the background's starting to change a bit here. Go out to the edge of the woods. Old crone Griselda. What kind of gobshit are you to be trespassing in my woods? Aye, this village is full of witches, and I'll curse you and all. Curse boils on your filthy member, and maggots in your earth. Bide your tongue, woman, or I shall remove of it from your head. Aye. And just which would you be wanting with my tongue, eh? You dirty wee pervert. Absolutely not gets by old Griselda. Us souls in this village and shared their kipwe. Satan, take your pick, eh? In conversation. Alright. So, she's very clearly a suspect, but I feel that's too obvious. I'm gonna have to get to the bottom of what's going on between the smith and the shepherd. Let's go to the bridge. I don't think I've gone there yet. Oh. See what that lady meant by he's kind of a scary looking fella. Aye, me a witch, eh? Not for tall tales, you daft wee zealot. Find ye no witches here. Just simple folk working the land. Spied ye a queer thing as of late. Truly, life itself be gay strange when you ponder it. And what is your business here? Besides catching of these wee fishes, my business is in. At one word. Tread carefully, fisherman. As you like, sir. I don't like how much time this takes already. My mother is gone, but I carry on her healing arts in her stead. There is no soul here who has not taken my healing, except perhaps the priest, who does keep at me with strange glances. I know he does not approve of my young love Gavin. Pray tell, who is this young love you speak of? Sweet Gavin, a stable and by the next village o'er. We'd been courting a couple a year now, well, he saved enough to do right by me. You have not seen him on your way into the village, have you? No, I have not seen him. Oh. Alright, well, I dreamed of the blacksmith. So I think I'm gonna give him some, special attention, perhaps? Let's talk to him first. The shepherd cursed me, for she says the fence I built her was no good. She blames me for the wolves that got her sheep, but that fence is fine. No doubt she left the gate open, and then she cursed me for my jaw to fall off. Have you done work for this shepherd before? Only with her man. Never had much dealings with her, till he up and left. 'Twas peas in a pod, that lot. Still owes me a bobby and all. You know what? So far, this is the only person that... Okay, I shouldn't say that. He's had a little bit of suspicion thrown at him by... Lillian, I think her name was? Lilius? But hardly anyone's really given reason to suspect him. Which only makes me more suspicious. Witchfinder. For one hunting devils, ye are spending far too much time searching in the house of our lord. I believe vermin rush to shadows, not bask in holy light. Harry here no longer. I exclude none from my search. Do not test me, Witchfinder. I am a man of the cloth. That orb by the ring of stones is the witch, for she has slain 3 babes no less. That is quite a claim. I'm not done talking to you. Which of these wretches dare speak ill of me? The very same you would point the finger at. Do not test me, Witchfinder. I'm a man of the cloth. Okay. He said the same thing over. I don't want to do any tortures yet, but I think you've made the list. Why do you tarry here? That blacksmith is still breathing. I spot him yapping to his familiars, a slack-jawed raven and an angry wolf, and a grey wolf. He sent the black wolf here to slaughter my sheep, or I refuse to pay him for this feeble disaster of a fence he erected. Okay, I didn't really get to say anything to her. That's no good. She blames me for the wolves that got her sheep, but the fence is fine. Insight. Violent claims he sent a wolf to her door. That lying witch. There's no truth in a claim like that. Alright, well, very soon here I'm gonna have to start torturing people. Before I do, I already talked to you. I guess we're gonna have to start doing some torture. Let's start with the smith. I don't want to, but I don't really see many good options here. Devil's Mark. To seal their filthy pact with the devil, he licks their body, leaving a blackened mark upon the witch's skin. This mark may hide just below the surface, but it can be unveiled with the pricking of the skin. Left click to pierce them until you find the hidden mark. That's messed up. Okay. This is... Oh. May she curse your jaw to fall off and all. Don't come greeting to me to weld it back on. You must have seen that wee lamb's head when she severed at my doorstep. And queer symbols in the poor wee thing's blood smeared all over my door. I saw blood upon the doorstep. No head. Believe me, I say true. Come to think of it, I've seen the same symbols out by the old woods. But was that the mark I found, or was that just the end? Alright, well, these two have been beefing, so... Alright, same thing. A duke and the witch. The witch is a filthy, unclean creature. Let the waters wash away their sins and slacken their jaw. Left click and hold to submerge the witch in the river, and watch as the river fills her lungs. Release to click to bring them back. Time it so they surface during the highlighted area. Perform this action 3 times to break them. Okay, I see. Why is it you torture me when I tell you it's the blacksmith you want? He's a fork-tongued liar and the witch that plagues our land. Thou buzzard who gives his jaw to Lucifer in exchange for the death of my sheep to try and drive me from this place. Are we getting another dream? The woods this time. Is that a Wendigo? We're throwing a tree straight out of the chest. That's brutal. Okay. Well... Curse you, you filthy fuck. May your eyes burst with ants. and a curse upon that priest and all. The priest pointing his hands down like he's praying to Lucifer in the underneath. When did you spy him doing this blasphemous act? The morrow? No, when have you seen him perform this act? Seen who? When did you spy him? Is this... Oh, okay. Again, you seem obvious, but I'm really starting to get suspicious of him. Witchfinder. For one hunting devils you're spending... Okay, same thing. Winkles. A rather simple device that can be placed onto any of the accused's fingers. Although thumbs can be very effective. To loosen their tongue, you must tighten the screw. Left click to wind up, and left click again with maximum strength to twist tight. Repeat this until you hear the bones crack. Ooh, yikes, okay. It's a timing game. Ah, shit. Ah, yikes. Have mercy, or may Azrael strike you down. Why do you attack me so while that bro still walks free? I've seen her taking newborn babes out to pagan spiral. I pray she takes the short drop. Your mind seemed fixed upon this maiden. What is she to you? Not maiden, not but a blasphemous pagan harlot. I don't know. Alright. Turn your torches away from me and hang that shepherd witch. You should curse the other job to fall off and it don't come gratin' to me to weld it back on. You must have seen that wee lamb's head she severed at my doorstep. Okay, again, this is the same thing. Are you still at that witch business? I can hardly confess to something I ain't. Come now. I'll fix us some nice trout or tuna for supper. What is the nature of your affliction? Well, from what you hear, my father was the same way. He'd ditto an heir. Okay, again, same thing here. So again, I already talked to her, but I have not tortured her yet. Tongue prongs. A simple and certain way to loosen the tongue of the accused. Iron clamps are tightly attached to the victim's tongue and pulled firmly from the head. Left click and hold to start pulling the clamps. Release to relax a little. Don't pull too fast, or the tongue will slip from the clamps and you'll have to start the process again. Okay. I see. Oh, dear God. Please, sire, there's no witchcraft in these healing herbs. Inform me, then, what is of them? Not untoward, just a wee bit of lavender and some rosemary, and lady's bedstraw. That priest sent you here, did he not? He did. I would never speak ill of another fae in this village, but I feel he is a shadow looming over us all, and slimy tendrils to grasp us tight. A real beast in sheepskin. Insight. Useby claims you've taken newborn babes to the spiral. Would that it were true. Tears now streaming down her face. Gavin and I almost had a wee one of our own. But Father Useby says it was an abomination account of us nae being hand fasting. You'll no tell Gavin if you see him, will you? Alright. Oh. Okay, yeah, already. Devil's Mark. To seal their filthy pact with the devil. He licks their body. Okay, it's this one again. I am the witch, and that curse ye again. That shepherd and fisherman are filthy wishes and all. They feast upon festering carcasses like buzzards o' hell. Fully not gifts the old Griselda. They will feast upon your festering carcass and all, if you did not tighten their filthy necks. Who is it you just accused? Hold on. Shepherd and fisherman. I want to test something. Does torturing someone multiple times get a different response from them? Tongue prongs. I can take little more of this torture. I admit I made lies about the blacksmith. I've seen him talking to nae raven or wolf. I forgot to close the gate, and death of the sheep are not but my own stupidity and carelessness. Perhaps that old fisherman is the witch you seek. Appears as more beast than man. I would not be surprised if he was the one who ate my sheep. Okay. That's good news for the smith, because that just cleared a lot of suspicion on him. Oh boy. I really am kind of suspecting the priest, but I haven't put nearly enough attention on the fisherman either. So I think I'm going to try to focus on them both. Are you still at that witch business? I hardly confess to something I ain't. Okay. That's all the same. Portrait is. Okay, it's the finger torture device again. I keep messing up. I was locked in the first time I did this. Nay, you see, this pursuit isn't falling. Find you no witches here, or anywhere for that matter. I beg you, sire, trouble us no more. Okay, well, I suppose you were the one that called her a witch hunter. Let's take another look at the priest here. Okay, he says the same thing. It's time to torture again. Alright, so we're dunking him. This one seemed like it was fairly easy. Oh, that one went way faster. Okay, my bad. He controls my fate as he sees fit. This must be a test. Why must he try me so with such cruel tortures? But it is not mine to question. I can only pray this suffering will cease and I may join him at his side. I have lived piously and just. He will see that surely, not like the rest of the filth in this village. Take Shepherd Violet, for example. That husband of hers was a dunce. But there must be something far corrupt with her to drive him away. I bet she's in coven with that maiden. Alright, you're still going on about. Alright, kind of at a loss for what to do here. Are you gonna say anything now? Nope. Torture it is. Devil's Mark. Okay. When my love returns, you will regret the hands you laid upon me. I tell you, the evil that besets this village is the grasp of the priest. I've seen her dancing a jig with imps in that kirk of his, making merriment and cavorting with all manner of beasties. When have you seen this? Oh, all the time, sir. Fury is the witch you seek. But perchance that mad old crone in the woods. Men who walk in there never to return. She says she turns them into the trees. My love has entered the woods and has nay returned. Okay, so that lines up with the dream we had. Why can't she turn them into a tree? Alright, well, let's get another torture. I take zero pleasure in this. Little every orifice, you cursed wretch. That blacksmith is a filthy witch, and he's gonna smelt your ankles with a hammer into your ears. Or he dances with the devil's flames. What do you mean by devil's flame? I mean, flames are hell, of course. A bright flash of the purest white. Too bright for flames of this earth. That's lovely. Alright. Oh, it's already picking time. Hmm. I didn't really investigate the fisherman all that much. The smith? I don't really have reason to believe it was him. And the main person accusing the smith was the shepherd. And even then, she admitted that that was lies. This lady, she seemed more heartbroken. She was hanging around a fairy circle. The crone, she just seems too obvious of a choice. The shepherd, honestly, it's still a possibility. But I have to go with my gut here. And my gut is screaming it's the priest. So that's who I think I'm going to go with. Father Useby. Daemonologie. It was a very grotesque game, but ultimately it was interesting. At the end of the day, I'm still not entirely sure who the killer, or not who the killer, who the witch was. But with that, well, I do hope that you've all enjoyed the video. Again, this is Maury. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. If not, fair enough, to each their own. And with that, I hope you all have a wonderful night.